Start with Mark D'Amico.
Hey, Marcus, going into this game, just with the national media, it seemed like everyone was already counting you guys out, like you had no shot. What would you say to that group of people after the performance you guys put forth tonight as a group?
I said, we understand, but fortunately in the game of basketball and any athletics, you got a team that's desperate and fighting, so you can never count them out.
Mark Murphy.
Hey Marcus, how much of this was just sort of hitting them back early, setting a physical tone, just taking it to them, so to speak?
Every last bit of it was. I mean, we're going up against a juggernaut of a team, you know, and like I said before, the world knows it. We know it. You know, it ain't going to be easy. So you can't lay down. You can't take a step back. You have to press forward, and you have to be able to fight back. And that's what we did tonight. It's not over. You know, this is a good win for us. We got another one to go.
Tim Bontemps.
Marcus, to that point, what changed for you guys after that rough start where you get down 19-4, you call a timeout, and then by the end of the first quarter, you already had the lead back again and we're completely back in the game?
Our mindset, you know, things weren't going our way early, you know, and usually we let that snowfall. Tonight, we just tried to stay as positive as we could and keep our foot on the gas pedal. No matter what the outcome was, we had to be willing to fight, sacrifice our body, and it's going to take everybody on the court and everybody that came in. So we just wanted to go out there and leave it all on the court.
Jay King.
Marcus, you've seen Jason have some pretty big games, obviously. But this one, with you guys down 2-0 and with Harden and Durant playing the way they did, what impressed you most about his 50-point outing?
The way he was locked in, his mentality, attack, and just keep going. You know, no matter what the outcome was going for him, the whistle, whatever you want to call it, his play, you know, he never let it deter him. You know, if he was scoring the ball or not on the defensive end, if they were scoring, you know, KD went on a barrage of shots, James Harden, you know, he did a good job of coming back, answering, and just staying in attack mode.
John Corrales.
Marcus, you just mentioned it a minute ago there. In the past, you haven't been able to show that resilience. That's been a topic earlier this season. What's different? What made tonight different, that when they made that run in the first or when they retook the lead in the third, that you guys were able to respond this time?
Playoffs. You got no choice. It's win or go home. So, you know, we weren't ready to go down 3-0. And we had to change our mindsets.
Jared Weiss.
But you guys seem to really execute those doubles and then recovers and then kind of the whole chain of how you have to rotate way better tonight. But what did you guys work on in the film and in practice leading into this game, and how do you feel like you executed tonight?
I feel like we executed very well. You know, we continue to do the same things we did in 1 and 2, just better.
Brian Robb.
Hey, Marcus, just following up on that point defensively, the ability to shut down some of the supporting cast guys for you guys, how big was that, and how big was, you know, your playing that front and getting help from guys like Romeo and Grant off the bench, guys who hadn't really playing much in the series up to this point?
It was huge. You know, those guys hurt us in game 2 especially. You know, Joe went off, I think, 7 threes in game 2, and, you know, they fed off that. So for us to be able to come down and just hold them, you know, steady and not let them hurt us as well as those guys going off, you know, it was big for us. You know, for our guys to come in and do exactly, you know, what those guys did to us in game 2, and that's contributing on both ends of the floor is exactly what we need, and we got to continue that.
Final question for Marcus. Keith Smith.
Marcus, did you get any kind of explanation on why that call was overturned at the end of the game against Kevin Durant?
I was told I was still moving.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you, guys.